who you talked into doing the movie, and he's the worst actor in the world, but he's got red hair, and you need the guy because he has red hair, and he'll do it for free?
Quentin Tarantino is an American writer, producer, director, and actor known for writing, directing, and producing some of the most unique, dramatic action movies of the last 3 decades. Tarantino has won a number of awards as a result of his achievements in the world of filmmaking. These include 2 Academy Awards, 2 BAFTA Awards, and 4 Golden Globes. In addition, Tarantino has been nominated for many other awards. In 2015, he was also given a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In 2005, he was included on the annual Time 100 list of the most influential people in the world. Filmmaker and historian Peter Bogdanovich has called him the single most influential director of his generation.
If you're right there by the camera, when you say cut, they will all look to you.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Quentin Jerome Tarantino, but is also known as Quentin Tarantino and QT. He was born March 27, 1963 in Knoxville, Tennessee, making him age 59 at the time of this production. He stands at 1.85 meters or 6 feet tall. As a child, Tarantino was a fan of the early eras of Marvel Comics, particularly those that were plotted and drawn by Jack Kirby with dialogue by Stan Lee, and is a confessed fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's a huge fan of the Three Stooges. His all-time favorite director is Howard Hawks. Tarantino has said that he does not believe that violence in film inspires real acts of violence. After the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting in 2012, NRA Chief Executive Wayne LaPierre accused him of being insensitive to the event. In an interview with Terry Gross, Tarantino expressed annoyance at the suggestion that there's a link between the two, saying, "I think it's disrespectful to the memory of those who died to talk about movies. Obviously, the issue is gun control and mental health." Tarantino hates The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions, stating that they ruined the mythology of the first movie to him. In 2019, Shannon Lee, daughter of Bruce Lee, called his depiction in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood disheartening and inaccurate. Tarantino said Bruce Lee was kind of an arrogant guy. The way he was talking, I just didn't make a lot of that up. In a 2003 Howard Stern interview, Tarantino defended Roman Polanski when a 13-year-old girl, Samantha Geimer, was raped by Polanski in 1977. The interview resurfaced in 2018, and Geimer called out Tarantino, saying that he was wrong. He later apologized for his remark, which was also a few days after publicly expressing regret about Uma Thurman's car crash on the set of Kill Bill. In the early 1990s, Tarantino dated comedians Margaret Cho and Kathy Griffin. From 1995 to 1998, he dated actress Mira Sorvino. In March 1998, they separated, with Sorvino releasing a statement that they still love each other very much, but had reached a mutual decision to go their separate ways. From 2003 to 2005, Tarantino was in a romantic relationship with filmmaker Sofia Coppola. The two have remained friends since their breakup. On June 30th, 2017, Tarantino became engaged to Israeli singer Daniela Pick, daughter of musician Zvika Pick. They met in 2009 when Tarantino was in Israel to promote Inglourious Basterds. They married on November 28, 2018 in a Reformed Jewish ceremony in their Beverly Hills home. On February 22, 2020, their son Leo was born in Israel.
Here. I'm right here, looking right at her, and here we go. And, you know, from time to time, I'll ask an actor if it bothers them.
He was born into the filmmaking industry as his father was an actor and a filmmaker long before he arrived on the scene. His parents' relationship ended soon after he was born. Although his mother had met Quentin's father in Los Angeles, she traveled back to Knoxville to be with her family after the divorce. Quentin Tarantino spent 3 years living in Knoxville before his mother moved back to Los Angeles once again. This time, his mother married a musician, and Quentin's new stepfather was a major influence in the future director's life. Together, they went to the screenings of countless movies, even if the films contained adult content. Due to a health scare in 1973, Tarantino was sent back to Knoxville to live with his grandparents. His mother also divorced her new husband. Tarantino was involved in acting and screenwriting from a young age. By age 14, he was writing various scripts and participating in plays at the local community playhouse. By 15, he dropped out of high school to become an usher for a movie theater. He also started taking acting classes and met many individuals he would later work with. In the 80s, Tarantino worked in a movie store. In 1987, he had written and directed his first film. After working as a production assistant for an exercise video, Tarantino also booked his first role as an actor in 1987. He played an Elvis impersonator. Quentin Tarantino's breakthrough came when he was paid to write the screenplay for From Dusk Till Dawn. However, the film was not released until 1996. Tarantino had also written the screenplay for True Romance and sold the rights to the script before it was released in 1983. True Romance nonetheless provided him with the money he needed to fund his first major film, Reservoir Dogs. The film was released in 1992 and screened at the Sundance Film Festival. He then rejected offers for directing jobs and instead began working on the script for Pulp Fiction. Tarantino's next project was the Kill Bill series. Tarantino would take the next few years to participate in a number of projects, ranging from television series to documentaries. His next major project came when he co-directed Grindhouse with Robert Rodriguez. Quentin Tarantino's segment was entitled Death Proof. In 2019, Tarantino released Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He published his debut novel, a novelization of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, in 2021.
Happening. Be there, look at their eyes, see the environment around them. The frame for a little bit. You've got the frame, you know what the frame is supposed to be.
Quentin Tarantino is unique as a film director for many reasons. He has a characteristic style and seems to make his own rules as far as filmmaking is concerned. This one-of-a-kind approach to storytelling has no doubt contributed to Tarantino's popularity and success as a filmmaker, and his films have generated more than $1.5 billion globally. He worked on the script for Pulp Fiction. The film grossed more than $200 million. Quentin Tarantino also wrote and directed 1997's Jackie Brown. It grossed $72 million on a shoestring budget. Quentin typically receives $20 million advance for his standard directing, producing, writing work on his own movies. He also owns a generous back-end percentage of his film's profits that can translate into a total per-movie haul of $30 to $40 million in some cases. Quentin Tarantino's net worth is $120 million. He and his wife Daniela own houses in the Ramat Aviv Gimel neighborhood of Tel Aviv, Israel, as well as Los Angeles. Tarantino lives in an 8,733 square foot mansion in the Hollywood Hills. Sitting pretty on a 1.23-acre lot, Tarantino's estate is nestled on a private patch of land. His house was built in 1986 and contains 8 bedrooms and baths. Public records reveal that the star paid $680,000 via Wilson Trust in 1998 to acquire a sweet luxury condo in New York City. Located at the affluent 15 Charles at Waverly Place building in Manhattan's West Village, Tarantino appears to inhabit a 10th floor unit in the property. He likely owns the following cars: a 1964 Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu, a Chevrolet Nova, a Volkswagen Karmann Ghia, a Cadillac Coupe de Ville. A Cadillac XLR,